guys, and welcome back to Legomaster627's Creations. So today it is Monday, April 21st, 2025. Now, before we fully get started with this episode, I know I technically said at the end of the last episode and also in Sunday Vlog 386 that I was most likely going to take April 21st off for Legomaster627's Creations. Well, I'm going to be personally honest with all of you. I ended up changing my mind on that last minute before recording because I'm going to be personally real with you. I actually really want to get back to the sheep statue after taking the last few episodes off. Also, I just don't want over half the episodes this month to just be event tours. That would be really lame. So let's break that little streak by getting back to the sheep statue. But first, who are we getting today? We get Whiskers. Which sheep are we creating today, you're probably wondering? Well, the title already makes it pretty obvious. HQ Secretary and Memorial Sheep, and as you can already see, I already have the respective names down there, so we don't need to worry about doing that at the end. To be honest, I should probably do that off camera before I start recording from now on when doing these. Anyway, we're going to start off with HQ Secretary. Since that is the last manager sheep that normally is in the lab all year long, whereas Memorial Sheep is only here at the lab every Memorial Day, or at least every year when it comes to just Memorial Day in general. Maybe not the lab, but we're trying to bring that back as a yearly thing. Not sure about this year though. Well, what I mean by is her making an appearance. Him making an appearance at the lab. No, it's a he. It's pretty clear. That's always probably been a thing for a while. But anyway, as for HQ Secretary, I'm gonna probably do something a little different. It's of course similar to DJ Sheet. The eyes will blend in if I don't do anything about it. Considering, of course, HQ Secretary is black. Yeah, I gotta definitely do something about that, and luckily for you, I already have an idea for it. So, you don't need to go worrying at all. I already have this plan. What I mean by is I know exactly what I'm doing for this. So, don't worry. I got it all covered. What I'm gonna actually end up doing in the next minute or so is, putting, say, maybe like do the tinted glass here. Let's say I do the tinted glass in just a second. Let's just say I do this, and then we do the tinted glass right here. I guess the tinted glass would be meant to represent sunglasses or just shades. This, of course, is meant to represent the fact that HQ Secretary obviously is the one who runs the HQ, and of course I guess it's also considered an agent of the lab, so that would make sense. So that can explain the tinted glass. It wouldn't make sense. It would be acting like sunglasses. That would be the most interesting. Anyway, as for Memorial Sheep on the other hand, let's talk about this guy. This guy only comes around like once a year, every Memorial Day, either to Lego's Island or even this world. And then occasionally the lab, whenever we eventually decide to just hold one for once. Although, aren't all these events normally held by him anyway? At least the Memorial Day ones. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll probably make an appearance here to this world in May. On May 26th for Memorial Day. I won't be like shocked because I think it's been like yearly tradition since like I want to say 2021 where Memorial Sheep has made an appearance. I think except for 2023. I think we skipped out on that one. But that I think was by accident. So yeah. But then he returned in 2024 for Creations World. Well, he did make an appearance on Lego's Island in 2023. I don't think he did in the Creations World, though. And then he eventually returned in 2024, which happened to be the return of Creations World. But that's just a little fun story. And, well, what do you know? We're already done with the statues. That's awesome. So I think next time on April 28th, we're going to be doing Costume Sheep and Fiesta Sheep, which will of course go right next to these guys. Well, that's it, guys. The next episode of Legomaster627's Creations, for real this time, is April 23rd for the next Sand Village remake. And then we should be back to creating stuff for a bit. Although, we're getting really close to 300 episodes. I think this is episode 297. So yeah, we're really close. Anyway, with all that said, I will see you all in the next episode.